The moon rose above the river, stars sparkled through the sweet gum tree. I steeled my spine, stomach and liver for the evening ahead of me. Had to start it off with turtle soup and gin martinis at Commander's Palace. The night I ate New Orleans, the night I ate New Orleans, the night I ate New Orleans, New Orleans stole my heart. First stop, Muffaletta, Central Grocery, it was worth the wait. Next stop, Jambalaya, I went to Coop's place and I cleaned my plate. Oysters, Rockefeller at Antoine's, and then the Brennan's for bananas, Foster. The night I ate New Orleans, the night I ate New Orleans, yeah, yeah, the night I ate New Orleans, New Orleans stole my heart. Stole my heart and gave me heartburn. Heartburn all the whole next day. Oh, but now I feel my heart yearn for some fresh beignet and crawfish etouffee at Felix's. Oh, the night I ate New Orleans, the night I ate New Orleans, the night I ate New Orleans, New Orleans stole my heart. The night I ate New Orleans, starting off. Susie on Sundays, the 10th Susie on Sundays. And 10 of these since they shut the fun down in mid-March, and all of us musicians and a lot of people went online and have been online. And thanks for tuning in tonight. And I had to start with that song because there's two things in that song that cue up tonight's special guest, the city of New Orleans and food. And so I am thrilled to have join us now, if I do my technology correctly, we're going to have the one and only Mary Gauthier joining the party. Yo, Mary.
Oh, man, you just made me homesick.
You had said you've been thinking of moving back there.
Well, certainly part-time. I was born in New Orleans, and I trained to be a chef and opened up a Cajun restaurant when I was in my 20s. And it's just something I can't get away from it. I've left so many times, and it's a magnet that keeps pulling me back. It's a very special place.
It is a very special place. I mean, one of the world's great cities. Who said the United States, was it Mark Twain said, the United States is really, it's New York, San Francisco, and New Orleans, and everything else is just Cleveland. Which isn't really fair to Cleveland, but.
Well, yeah, New Orleans is its own thing. It always felt to me like somewhere outside of the United States almost. Very, very different than anywhere else. It's it is gumbo. It's everything you can imagine. Throw it into a pot and turn up the heat.
Well, I'm thrilled that you are joining the show tonight. And yeah, I knew that you were a chef. You were a chef in Boston, though, weren't you? Isn't that where you did your restaurant?
Yeah, I went to the Cambridge School of Culinary Arts in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and opened up a Cajun restaurant in Boston next to Berkeley College, and found myself employing and feeding songwriters, and I caught the fever, and it led me to songwriting, being right next to that school. I can't imagine ever having the courage to do it if I hadn't have been associating with so many songwriters all at once in my restaurant. It was called the Dixie Kitchen.
As in, if you'll be my Dixie kitchen, that deal, right?
That's it. Little Feet, Lowell George, 4th of July on the roof in Boston, celebrating with the Boston Pops on the radio, and then they were there right across the river. You could hear them from the distance. And it occurred to me that Dixie chicken could be called Dixie Kitchen, and that was my restaurant name came into vision while I was listening to the Boston Pops, because that's when wires cross, things get good.
I can microwave a bowl of soup, and I'm happy to do that for you anytime. And we'll do a home and home. You'll make me one of those fabulous meals like Commander's Palace or something, and I'll give you a can of Campbell's soup. I kind of wonder if you're going to play that song you were playing in Soundcheck right now.
Which one is that?
Oh, I don't want to. I don't. You can play whatever you want. They're all amazing.
Oh, you want me to play the New Orleans song?
Well,
Start on a high note.
Well, if I'd had a producer and director, I would have had notes for you. But I'm just winging it on StreamYard.
I will do it. I wrote this one. This is called The Wheel Inside the Wheel, and I wrote this one after our friend Dave Carter passed away. Thinking about great songwriter who traveled in the circles we still travel in, and we were at a festival in outside of Boston, in Massachusetts, when Dave was out running, had a heart attack, and died. And I sat with Tracy during that weekend, his partner, musical partner, and life partner, and we went through a lot, and I pulled from my New Orleans heritage and my understanding of the way that New Orleans deals with death and eternity for this song. And this one's in honor of Dave Carter. And also today is the day that Guy Clark died.
Oh.
I don't know how many years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, something like that. 3, 4, 5.
Great
I think
writer.
It's more like 4, maybe 5. And so this is for Guy too. It's called The Wheel Inside the Wheel. The parade of souls is marching across the sky. Their heat and light bathed in blue as they march by. As the all-stars play, when the saints go marching in, until the second line forms, they wave white hankies in the wind. Satchmo takes his solo, flashes that $1 million smile. Marie Laveau promenades with Oscar Wilde. Big funky Stella twirls her little red umbrella to the beat as the soul parade winds its way down Eternity Street. Souls ain't born, soul don't die. Soul ain't made of earth, ain't made of water, ain't made of sky. So ride the flaming circle, wind the golden reel, and roll on, brother, in the wheel inside the well. Mardi Gras Indians dance in the streets at sundown. Spy boy meets spy boy, big chief meets big chief uptown. Yeah, they circle and sway in rainbow-colored feathers and beads. They prance like peacocks, children of slavery free. Souls ain't born, so don't die. Soul ain't made of earth, ain't made of water, ain't made of sky. So ride the flaming circle, wind the golden reel, and roll on, brother, in the wheel inside the well. The crew of the Crossbones parades into the sun. Yeah, they walk through the fire, they come out beating drums, while the French Quarter Queens in high heel drag disguise, they sing over the rainbow till Judy Garland quivers and sighs. Souls ain't born, soul don't die. Soul ain't made of earth, ain't made of water, ain't made of sky. Ride the flaming circle, wind the golden reel, and roll on, brother, in the wheel inside the well. Flambeau dancers like the walkway to Lucky Pierre's. They having a party tonight. All the girls are gonna be there, sipping them wormwood concoctions, drinking absinthe, talking trash. Yes, it's a red carpet, black tie, all night celestial bash. Souls ain't born, how could they die? Soul ain't made of earth, ain't made of water, ain't made of sky. Ride the flaming circle, wind the golden wheel, and roll on, brother, in the wheel inside the well. Roll on, brother, in the wheel inside the well.
Yeah. Wheel Inside the Wheel, Mary Gauthier on Susie on Sundays. Do you like my FM radio host voice?
You have got the radio host voice thing down.
I didn't know that song was inspired in part by Dave Carter, and that's amazing. That's wonderful that you took some of his energy in that moment. And is the word transmuted? Is that the word I want? You made, it morphed into something.
Yeah, I wanted to throw him a jazz funeral the way they do in New Orleans for beloved musicians. To me, he was such an incredibly gifted and extremely otherworldly guy. He was always amazing to me, and his songs remain incredible. And so I wanted to throw him a jazz funeral in song.
Well, you just did. You just did. He had he had sort of cosmic awareness in a way that, again, some of us are just microwaving bowls of soup, and some of us are, taking in the cosmos like Dave was. I'm going to sing, Mary. I wanted to ask you about Eternity Street. Is that a street in New Orleans? Is there any?
Made it up.
You made it up. Okay, so I'm going to sing a New Orleans song, and it has a few street names in it. You tell me if I got these right.
Fantastic.
Okay. Bye for now. Take a break from the parade. Rest a moment in the shade. At Charters Street and Esplanade. Beneath the leaves of green. Southern oaks and cypress trees. Standing there for centuries. Who can count the tragedies of what these trees have seen? In the days of cotton kings, days of which the old South sings, white folks came here, shopped for things, things called human beings. Human beings kept in pens, same as heifers, goats, and hens. Time can never make amends for what these trees have seen. Seen 100,000 men and women being traded, bought and sold. Some of them were 30, some were 20, some weren't even 10 years old. They were led away in ropes and chains. History books erase the stains. Just one witness here remains what these trees have seen. Take a break from the parade. Rest a moment in the shade. At Charters Street and Esplanade. Beneath the leaves of green. See where branches touch the skies. See where some grew otherwise, reaching across to shield their eyes. Oh, what these trees have seen.
Yeah.
New Orleans is complicated, you know?
New Orleans is haunted.
It is haunted. It is haunted. Hey, I wanted to ask you, about playing in Europe, because I know you've done quite a bit of that. And I have never done that. I have not.
You're kidding. You've never played in Europe?
Uh-uh. Never been there on vacation, done things, but uh, never played a show in Europe. And I know that you do. Uh, you have done quite a bit in. Well, tell us, like, what's your favorite country to play shows in Europe?
Well, that's a hard question. Once once I started traveling the world constantly, borders kind of got erased. I, it's interesting to me. This countries in Europe almost like states in America. Like the food is different, the accents, the language is different. But I don't know. I learned early on that people are people,
Yeah.
and songs tend to be convey the same emotion everywhere you go, even if there's a language barrier. I mean, each country has its own flavor. You go to Italy for the food. You go to Ireland for the pubs because that's just where the music is played, and you go to Scotland has such an incredible character. We love playing Scotland so much.
I have never been to Scotland. I feel like I'm missing something,
You
right?
gotta go, yeah. You
Yeah.
gotta go to Glasgow. You gotta make them book you for Celtic Connections. You gotta play Glasgow in the winter, and and then you gotta get to Edinburgh. It's one of my favorite cities over there, and then all the way up north of Scotland, Aberdeen. England and Scotland are very, very different countries, but yet, it's to me, I've been playing in Europe since each different. There were kroners, and every country had its own currency,
Yeah.
and you just had to figure out money every 100 miles. You got to change the money. But I guess I don't have a favorite. I was very lucky early on. My very first record deal was with a Dutch company. And so, way before I had any success in America, I was brought to Holland, which then gave me an opportunity to play in Belgium and the Benelux, Belgium, Holland, Luxembourg. And I started to learn the way of, of getting around Europe and traveling. And then that led to Scandinavia. And I've always been working hard to break open in England. England was a goal. England took quite a while to break. There's so much competition.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, yeah. You got to get through the competition. You got to get on the BBC, and you got to make inroads in certain radio shows on BBC. That if they have you, you can count on an audience showing up. So it took a while, but I Germany is its own thing. But yeah, borders are interesting. You go to Switzerland, and there's, it's kind of parts of it are like Germany, parts of it are like France, parts of it are. It's interesting, and in many ways there's overlap. You're in Stockholm, but sometimes it confuse it with, oh gosh, it feels like I'm in Norway. It feels like Oslo. No, you're in Stock. Like people are awesome though, and music. Once you can get through to them, it's the great connector of all of us, and borders kind of don't matter anymore.
Well, right now they don't because no one's
No
going
one's going
anywhere.
anywhere. Yeah, the border is very, very, very small.
The
Yeah,
border is your front door at the
pretty
moment.
much. Yeah, although there's actually some liberation in the lack of choices, I'm finding.
That's interesting. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
I wanted to hear, maybe too soon to hear a song from the Rifles and Rosary Beads.
Let's play that. Yeah, let's play one of those songs. Jamie, you want to grab your guitar? I got Jamie Harris here with me.
And Jamie did a great set this afternoon. Absolutely fantastic.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
And it had good visuals too, as opposed to, my decor, which is basically East Berlin.
Ha.
Jamie had like, red lights, red leather jacket. Jamie, you had it all going on today.
She did. She bought a background, and so it's a cloth that hangs on a pole. She bought a backdrop, and she bought some
Smart.
lights, and Yeah, she's into it. I thought it looked great too. She played the entirety of her first record, and it's her only record. And I thought it was a well done, beautiful show.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks for saying that. And yeah, Jamie and I have been on the road together for a couple years, and she's been playing and singing this one with me every night. This one is co-written with military spouses, and we sat with 6 wives, married to men who served in different branches of the military at different times. But these wives all had the same story, and what they told me is, Mary, there's a war after the war. We thought if we just got him home alive, we were going to be okay. And they said, boy, did we not see the story that was coming at us. And so this is called The War After the War, and it's the military spouses song, I call it. And here we go. Who's gonna care for the ones who care for the ones who went to war? There's landmines in the living room, eggshells on the floor. Lost myself in the shadow of your honor and your pain. You stare out of the window as our dreams go down the drain. Invisible, the war after the war. I get no basic training, I get no Purple Heart. I'm supposed to carry on, I can't fall apart. People look at you and thank you for the sacrifice you made. They look at me and smile, say I'm lucky you're okay. Invisible, the war after the war. I'm a soldier too, just like you, serving something bigger than myself. I serve unseen, caught in between my pain and the pain of someone else. But I'm stronger than you think I am, right here by your side. I'm not your enemy, I don't wanna fight. There's no going back in time, I know you're not the same, but you are not the only one for whom the world has changed. Invisible, the war after the war. Invisible, the war after the war.
Yeah. That sounds great in Nashville. That sounds terrific down there. You too. Wow, and what a great song. That's from Rifles and Rosary Beads, right?
Yeah. A collection of songs co-written with members of the military, both active duty and retired, and their families.
Awesome. And you did one with Darden Smith, didn't you? I love Darden.
Yeah, Darden is the founder of the program that I got to work with the veterans through. It's called Songwriting with Soldiers. And he brought me on board about 7 years ago. I've been working with veterans a couple of times a year at retreats around the country now for 7 years, and put a record out of those songs.
I just love that, Darden, and I love that you took the time to tune into people, to really tune in, to receive instead of as a writer looking out, but to receive in.
Oh yeah, the gifts that that the songwriters receive are so profound when we bear witness and
Bear witness,
and
yeah.
and listen in non-judgment to what these people are going through, and take politics and keep it outside of the discussion, and just listen to a human being talking about their experience, and then turn that in sort of like a midwife, turn it into a baby, their song,
Yeah,
and
well
then
put, midwife. Yeah, exactly. That's right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, well, I'm going to play a song now that has no politics and actually has no redeeming value, honestly. And yeah, this is a song that just is sad, and no one should ever have to be exposed to this. But this song is this song is going out. There's no stopping it now. Okay, bye you two for a minute. I'm
See ya.
putting you in the penalty box. Here's a song from a project of songs I wrote to sound like they might have been written by Cole Porter's smart mouth little sister, Colette Porter. And yeah, here's a song. If the night belongs to lovers, come on, boy, let's fly. Though we both belong to others, ay, as it's in the Holy Bible, one should never stray, and you and I'll be wholly liable when there's hell to pay. So let's regret this in advance. Why wait until it's over? If we're gonna take a chance on what tonight may bring, let's tell all there is to tell, and speak of things unspoken. We both know, we know full well that true hearts will be broken. So let's feel sorry at the start and save all the hours later, after both of us depart from what tonight may bring. If we're about to do what we set out to do when we began this one night romance, well, let's not wait until it's over. No, 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 no. Let's regret this in advance. The trumpet of remorse. If we're about to do what we set out to do when we began this little dance, well, let's not wait until it's over. No, 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 no. Let's regret this in advance. Haven't we all done things we regret? Haven't we all? Haven't we all done a few things that we know better now? But well, Mary, I've known you for a little while. I've known you through a few incarnations.
Multiple incarnations.
Hey, I was going to ask you something about, you've played at the Grand, are you a member of the Grand Old Opry?
Oh God, I don't think they'd ever make me. No, I'm not a member, but they let me play the Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah, you've played it. Hey, do you know if there's a grand middle-aged Opry? Because we could maybe get into that.
Let's start one.
Let's start one.
Yeah, the Grand Ole Opry is the longest variety radio show in the world, the longest running variety radio show in the world. It gets beamed out through Armed Forces Radio, and it is a historic and incredible experience to play on that stage. Even though it's cheesy as all hell, there's something electrical about it every single time.
Cheesy. I like that word. And if I may make a commercial for a moment, I'm playing Wine and Cheese Night, Mary. You may want to join us for that. Wine and Cheese Night on May 31st. I'm playing the cheesiest songs of all time, all by request.
Oh, fantastic. And people can have their wine and their cheese and their wine and cheese songs. It's perfect. Perfect.
Cheese songs. REO Speedwagon is sure to make an appearance. I mean, it's going to be, but please play a song of quality for us before we indulge our ears in, things like Sticks.
If I remember right, didn't you used to break out into Girl from Iwo Jima every now and then?
Girl from Iwo Jima. Okay,
Woman from Iwo Jima.
That's hilarious. The girl from Ipanema,
Ipanema?
Everybody's like,
Iwo Jima?
I love the woman from Iwo Jima.
Ipanema? That girl, the one that we regret, Iwo Jima, Ipanema.
She was out at the Sisters Folk Festival, I think. Wasn't she out there? Yeah, I think she was.
Thank God I forgot that whole encounter.
I think I saw you go in the motel room with her.
That wasn't me.
Oh, you got your harmonica out. Mary's threatening to play harmonica.
Yeah, keep taking it on and off just to see how tangled I could get it into the wire from my headphones. All right. Love song. Is it Ipanema?
It's Ipanema. See, yes.
Why do I say Iwo Jima?
Because that's a vast, vast improvement on what
Because you're a dumbass. Look, I know I'm a dumbass, all right? I've monetized it. I'll think about the joy inside your laughter. I'll think about your hand inside mine. I'll think about the softness of your sweet skin while I try not to think about time. I'll think about my arms wrapped all around you. I'll think about the kindness in your eyes. I'll think about how you showed up on my doorstep while I was trying not to think about time. So many roads, so 'cause I miss you, and I try not to think about time. I'll think about your candlestick fingers on my skin. I'll think about the shiver in your side. I'll think about how much I wanna kiss you as I try not to think about time. So many roads, so many towns between us, so many nights, so many stairs to climb, so many thoughts to think, as I miss you and try not to think about time. I'll try not to think about time.
The crowd goes wild. Mary Gauthier, ladies and gentlemen, and those beyond the gender binary. Yo, Mary, that's so beautiful.
Gender binary is not my thing.
You know, that song, do you find that do you find that sometimes you write a song and you're like crying, you're like trying just to get it out? Or is it
Oh
kind of a
yeah.
somber kind of work?
Oh yeah. If I don't give myself goosebumps, I just know I haven't gotten there yet. I gotta make myself feel what I mean. You know, a lot of times I'll be talking about it here, but when the real thing's here, I gotta get down. I gotta take the elevator down a little lower.
Yeah, put yourself at risk, right? We got to put ourselves at risk.
I think so. If you're not scared, you ain't saying nothing.
Well, I was a little scared when I wrote this song and it went out into the world, and some people walked out of my shows when I played this one. So let's see what. Let's
I
see
love
what.
that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like getting booed at the Opry. I did that.
I look. I've never had that honor, but maybe one day.
I'll pull what strings I can find.
Thanks, I appreciate that. I'm going to put you back in the penalty box. Bye for now. Yeah, this song's from a project called The Gospel Truth, Gospel Music for Agnostics. My guitar was acting up. Hey, Mary, I'm going to bring you back. Hey, Mary.
Hey,
I'm bringing you back because my guitar's acting up.
okay.
Hey, Kel, are you ready to play that? Kel, can you play that little thing we did? Everybody, turn your audio down and up as you choose to during this next 3 minutes here.
Well, my father sure could use a little mercy now. The fruits of his labor falling right slowly on the ground. His work is almost over, won't be long, he won't be around. I love my father, he could use some mercy now. My brother, he could use a little mercy now. He's a stranger to freedom, shackled to his fears and doubts. The pain that he lives in, almost more than living will allow. I love my brother, he could use some mercy now. My church and my country, they could use a little mercy now. As they sink into a poison pit, it's gonna take forever to climb out. They carry the weight of the faithful who follow them down. I love my church and country, they could use some mercy now. And every living thing could use a little mercy now. Only the hand of grace can end the race towards another mushroom cloud. People in power, they'll do anything to keep their crown. I love life and life itself could use some mercy now. We all could use a little mercy now. Oh, I know we don't deserve it, but we need it anyhow. We dangle between hell and hallowed ground. And every single one of us could use some mercy now. Yes, every single one of us could use some mercy now.
Like that. It was like that. It went like that.
It's a time capsule. What a blessed thing.
What a song. And I forgot to tell people that was the one that they should, if they had their sheet music, play along. And that was so smart of you to put chords out there so people can play along with that.
Like most of my songs, it's a G, it's a C, and it's a D.
Well, I'm working on the three chords in the truth thing for this next project. So this song is from the next record, and it's some kind of country thing, Mary. So I'm going to get your thoughts on this after.
Fantastic.
All right, I'm going to send you back to the over to the what's it, what S yeah, penalty box. Okay.
Penalty box.
Yeah, penalty box. Hey, hey, snake oil, certified snake oil here. Oil to ease your trouble, oil to ease your pain. Once you buy my snake oil, you won't see me again. Hey, hey, snake oil, certified snake oil here. Oil to ease your worry, oil to ease your fear. Once you buy my snake oil, you'll never find me here. Hey, hey, snake oil, certified snake oil here. Oil for your confusion, oil for your doubt, oil to keep the answers in, keep the questions out. Oil for your sorrow, the anger that you feel. Oil for to bring your wayward women down to heel. Oil to keep the unwashed from our sacred shores. Oil for to keep the dark-skinned devil from your door. Oil for the good old days of your memory. Oil for to make this nation like it used to be. Hey, hey, snake oil, certified dandelion, watered down turpentine, pixie dust, possum brine, yellow piss, porcupine, tablespoon of bad moonshine, anything but genuine snake oil. Yeah, I think that one's going to get me booed out of the Opry. What do you think, Mary? I don't know. I don't know about that one.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, man.
Do you know what that's based?
Carnival Barker. Carnival Barker, snake oil salesman.
You know that song Muleskinner Blues?
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of what I'm ripping off here.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's great. I knew what you were doing there.
Well, of course you did. You're a professional. Let's do a couple more songs. And I'm wondering, well, I got so many of your favorites. Um, you play something you want to play.
All righty. Let me pull out another new song that
All right.
just I'm learning how to co-write on Zoom, and actually it's working out okay. And the coffee's good. I'm in charge of the temperature, and my chair works. I am just okay writing on Zoom. And this is one I wrote with a truck driver named Long Haul Paul, and Paul and I. Put together a song that he came up with this title, "Truckers and Troubadours," and I loved it. I thought, man, we got a song there. And Darden Smith is the third co-writer on this. The three of us put it together one day during the lockdown. And truckers and troubadours, black coffee and metaphors, steering wheels, late nights and songs. Wake up in the morning, we're gone. On the stage, on the road, pack it up, pull the load. Thousands of miles left to do, always just passing through. Truckers and troubadours, our other half walking the floors. Can't wait to make it back home. Timers in love with the strange and the new, always just passing through. Interstate headlights and stars in our eyes, packing our bags as we must. Sometimes it's heaven and sometimes it's hell. Slaves to the old wanderlust. Truckers and troubadours, trying hard not to keep score. White lines in rear view towns, too late to turn back now. Dashboards and dials, getting paid by the miles. Missing old friends we knew, always just passing through. Truckers and troubadours, truckers and troubadours.
Wait, you didn't resolve that.
I noticed that. I didn't resolve it. It's like still going.
Like truckers and troubadours.
It ended on a question mark.
It did. It ended on a question mark. I like that though, right? Because it sounds like truckers and troubadours are going to keep rolling, as we will, right? You and me, we're going to keep rolling. once we're let out of our little, kennels. Do you think you'll tour after this is, once we get
Immediately. As soon as it's safe, we are on the road. Yeah. I mean, if we got to play at the drive-in,
I know, I'm all for that. I've seen inflatable drive-in screens, and they can do it.
The drive-ins are back. Let's play at the drive-in. People can be in their cars, and
I'm for that.
I don't know. Somebody figure it out. We're going crazy.
We are going a little crazy. Hey, Mary,
Wait, we started out crazy.
Well, that's right. And things aren't improving, are they? I'll play a song, then you play a song, and then we'll do that one that we do together.
The big finale.
The big finale. Okay, prepare yourself for your finale as I send you back to your
Penalty box.
penalty box. Mentioned to Mary there's a song, song that, I had a few people walk out. Excuse me, sir, what did you say? When you shout so loud, it's hard to tell. You say that I must change my ways, or I am surely bound to hell. Well, I know you'd damn me if you could, but my friend, that's simply not your call. If God is great, God is good, why is your heaven so small? You say you know, you say you've read that holy Bible up on the shelf. Do you recall when Jesus said, judge not lest ye be judged yourself? For I know you'd damn me if you could, but my friend, that's simply not your call. If God is great and God is good, why is your heaven so small? Your fists that shake and your eyes that burn, what makes you do these things you do? I would not be surprised to learn someone somewhere excluded you. But my friend, imagine it if you would, a love much mightier than us all. Oh, if God is great and God is good, Why is your heaven so small? Mm-hmm. Heaven's so small.
Love that song.
Susan
Love
Werner.
that song.
Gospel truth. I'll see you in hell, Mary, because you know we're gone. I'll see you there. I mean,
Oh, look, if a truth teller doesn't upset somebody in the room, we haven't told enough truth yet.
true that. True that.
Yeah, you know, Woody Guthrie told us we're supposed to comfort the disturbed. And the way that you do that is by disturbing the comfortable. So well done, my friend. Well done.
Amen.
Well done. A quick commercial, if we might. Susan has a 10 CD plus other stuff deal. For $50, you can get her life work plus some other stuff in the box. And I also have that. On my website, it says 8 CDs, but during the pandemic, we're doing 10. All of the songs I have written are on these records except for the brand new ones, and Susan's offering the same thing. And if you go to our respective websites, I personally will ship mine out immediately. Susan will do it when Susan does it, but I fulfill my orders personally during the pandemic, and I'm excited every time somebody gets something from me because it means that I am still in business.
Drag queens and limousines in there?
Yeah, it is.
Rifles and rosary beads in there?
All of it.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, 10 CDs. And what's in your box?
You know, I'm sure there's something I regret in there. I don't know. I'm sure there's something, and probably blackmail of some sort. But there's nothing I can do now. It's all done. Play us one more of your songs, and then we'll do our beautiful. I love this one.
This is a song about an old hobo. His name was Steam Train, and they elected him king of the hobos at the annual Hobo Convention in Britt, Iowa. And they elected him king 6 times. All-time grand champion, master hobo king. There really is a hobo convention in Britt, and there really was a Steam Train Maury, and this is his story. Old Steam Train Maury, he died last night. His wife Wanda by his side. He caught the westbound out of here. He hopped the high irons to the by and by. They say he jumped 10,000 trains. He rode 1,000,000 miles for free. Helped out at VA hospitals and penitentiaries. Dandy Dave and Rusty Nails and Sweet Lady Sugar Cane. Dead-Eye Kate and the Baloney Kid raise a cup tonight in Steam Train's name. Senators and congressmen, puppets on a string. Among windswept vagabonds, Steam Train was king the last. Of the hobo kings, the last. Of the hobo kings. Now bums, they just drank and wander around. Tramps dream and wander too. But a hobo, he was a pioneer who preferred to work for food. He knew how our nation was doing by the length of a sidewalk cigarette butt. Born with with an aching wanderlust embedded in his gut. Hounded, beaten, laughed at, broke, chased out of every town with his walking stick scepter, with his shredded coffee can crown the last of the hobo gangs. The last of the hobo gangs. The last free men are hobos, Steinbeck said, then he paid them cash. The stories he bought from them helped him write The Grapes of Wrath. But boxcars have been sealed for years and trespassers do time. Railroad yards are razor wired now, hoboing's a crime. So here's to ya, steam train Maury. Hold that westbound tight as you ride off into history. The last hobo, the last ride, the last of the hobo gangs. The last of the hobo gangs.
Wait, I hear something.
The clapping! I'm gonna cry!
Wait,
Oh,
wait, what's that?
oh my God, the train!
It's a train. I got so much crap in here, it's unbelievable. Like, whoa. That's what happens when I play Heaven So Small, I get.
That's what happens when we play the Opry together.
The show no one will come to. They'll come see you, but I don't know about me, dear. Well, Mary, this has been so fun. I can't thank you enough for joining this evening show and being my guest on this. And I know that some people did not know who you were tonight in my audience. I can't believe it. I don't know, friends, if you've been living under a rock, but here's Mary Gauthier, the legend and the icon. And I'm so glad that Mary was able to make room in her schedule. She has Sunday shows herself every 2 p.m. Central. Do I have that right?
Yeah, we do these on Sunday too. We find that Sunday's a good day because not everybody's quarantined up. Some people actually are still going to work.
Amazing. Well, we are, sort of. Is this
yeah.
work? Yeah, we're kind of working.
You know, we play, we work, we play, we work.
We're going to do one more song together, but before we go to the song, thanks to Kelly Lynn Knott, my digital coordinator out in Kauai, Hawaii, the wonderful Kelly Lynn Knott, who has a show of her own this Tuesday night, Kelly Lynn Knott. And then Jamie Harris is going to join you next Sunday for your own show. Is that right?
We're going to do an all-request Sunday, and Jamie will be by my side, whispering forgotten lyrics into my ear as...
Yeah, I don't have anybody doing that. I need somebody doing that.
Human teleprompter as I become more and more and more feeble and less able to remember shit I've been singing for 30 years.
Less information, more feeling. I'm playing a show next week, which is a Rewind Sunday, all early songs, which I'm going to need Jamie to help me remember some of my early song lyrics. So that's next Sunday. Then Wine and Cheese Sunday on the 31st. And then my guest on June 7th is David Wilcox.
Oh, the great David Wilcox.
So it's going to be a guitar throwdown like no other on June 7th. And big fun. And Mary, you brought up this song as one to close with, and I can't imagine a better song to play to wrap up our conversation today.
Yeah. We find it necessary to end with the John Prine song for the foreseeable future. What a master songwriter! What a incredible loss to all of us. Our leader, my leader for sure. John Prine. So we're going to go with the song that Nancy Griffith put on a Grammy Award-winning record called Other Voices, Other Rooms.
And she did a great job of it. And
she did.
Just to let our audience know, I'm going to attempt to sing simultaneously with Mary and play simultaneously with Mary, even though there's about 100 milliseconds of latency tonight, give or take a couple hundred milliseconds. So this is going to be an experiment. Okay.
All right, for you non-techno people, the reason musicians can't play together live on these streams is because there's a slight delay, and that slight delay screws up everything. The whole deal with us is tone, time, and lyric. And when time is off, tone and lyric don't mean shit. So this timing problem, please, Facebook, you're very, very wealthy. Fix it. Somebody fix it.
Come on, Zuckerberg.
Jesus, fix it. Somebody fix it. We want to play together again. But because Susan Werner's a genius, she's going to sing behind time. She's already in the future or the past. I'm not sure which one. I'm not that smart. I thought it was Girl from Iwo Jima. I don't know much.
I love that song.
Thanks for having me, Susan. You are such a delight.
Thank you, hon.
You come home late and you come home early. You come home big when you're feeling small. You come home straight, you come home curly. Sometimes you don't come home at all. So what in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? You broke in the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run.
Well, I got a heart that burns with a fever. I got a worry and a jealous mind. How can love last forever get left so far behind?
Yes! What in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? You broke in the speed of the sound of loneliness. Out there running just to be on the run. It's a mighty mean and a dreadful sorrow. Cross the evil line today. How can you ask about tomorrow when we ain't got one word to say? And what in the world's come over you?
Heaven's name.
What in heaven's name have you done?
Broken the speed.
You're broken the speed of the sound of loneliness.
You're out there.
Out there running just more time. What in the world
Come
come over you?
What in heaven's name?
What in heaven's name have you done? Broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. Out there running just to be on the run. Out there running just to be on the run.
Mary Gauthier. Jamie Harris in Nashville.
Can I help you?
Bye, Mary. I love you, honey. Thanks, everybody, for joining the program. Broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. Out there running just to be on the run. Good night, everybody. See you next week.